This is my new favorite bug in Gloomwood. So if you read through the patch notes for the latest version, it mentions that there's a new scripted event in the cliffside level, where as you make progress through the level, the guards will raise a drawbridge in order to prevent you from crossing it. So first I'm just going to show what that looks like normally. As I come around this corner here, you'll see that guard will hit a button, and then this drawbridge will gradually rotate into the vertical position. And if you watch closely, you can even see the guard wait for the job to finish, turn around, and start walking away. So it has a very natural feel to it. And the vast majority of the time, it works just fine. However, it's possible to skip the trigger that causes him to raise the drawbridge. And when we do that, we get to see some weirdness. So how do we skip that trigger? First step is we're going to take a little detour. Instead of progressing through the level normally, we're going to get up onto the roof of this building. So we'll climb up these boxes, climb up onto this pillar, which is a little tricky to do. Doesn't always work first try. Eventually we can get up onto the roof of the building. And from here, with a series of well-timed mantles, it's possible to climb this slope and get up on top of the cliff. Oop, almost fell to my death there. Let's try that again. There we go. And this has always been possible for as long as this level has existed. So we get up on top of this cliff, and that allows us to bypass the trigger so we can approach the drawbridge without the guard raising it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sneak past these guards here. So the first quirk is that now we can cross this bridge, and as long as we don't alert this guard, it'll just continue to stand there. And for our first little party trick, we can actually activate this button without the guard noticing. So we'll wait for the drawbridge to go all the way up. And what we're going to do next is we're going to fall into the water here. We still haven't alerted the guard, and his AI doesn't know that the drawbridge has changed positions. So from his perspective, he thinks that it's still lowered. Now, if we swim back over to land here, I'm going to keep one eye on the drawbridge. Because you can see now, as we approach the trigger zone from the opposite side, it's going to trigger the guard's AI to attempt to raise the drawbridge. But because it's already been raised, he's going to end up lowering it instead. So this is probably the most obscure and pointless thing that I found in Gloomwood, but it just makes me really happy.